What is Croatian nature like? I wondered. I have already fallen in love with its cities, beaches and food, and I asked myself, could Croatia have it all? In this video, we will adventure together to Krka National Park, one of Croatia's most popular nature reserves, exploring some of its most famous sites, the Roski and Skradinski Buk Waterfalls. A park where hundreds of species coexist, building this fascinating ecosystem. So join us on an adventure to Krka. So how did we end up here? We were eating lunch in Trogir, and then there are these cute little barracks, I mean not cute but little touristy stands offering diverse tours, and of course nowadays I think everything is online, so the tourists, while we ate lunch, no one stopped to talk to those people. And we saw they were promoting tours to these waterfalls, and we checked, and it looked amazing. We took a car ride from Split, and it was maybe around 1 hour drive, yep. Something like that. I was not expecting this, but we managed to enter the national park, which we discovered is pretty you have to pay for it. You have to pay 30 euros.
Yeah,
about 30 euros per person. And let's see if it's worth it. Usually both, in Romania and Sweden, if you want to visit nature, you don't really have to pay. So I guess here they want to, yeah.
As long as they put the money in preserving the environment, exactly. I think it's well worth it. So.
Yeah. So let's see if it's worth 60 euros for the national park of Krka.
You also had the option to pay 15 euros to only see the tiny waterfalls.
Yeah, but we bought the whole, so let's see. Almost 30 euros for the entrance. That is the price one has to pay to visit. That is only if you plan to visit the whole park. Otherwise, half the price to see only one of the waterfalls. Starting our adventure through the park, our first destination was the cave of Krka, where Neanderthals used to live. Or I don't know if Neanderthals, but prehistoric humans. And on our way, we had the first encounter with one of Krka's many species. Did you spot something?
What big guy?
What big guy? What is that? What is that?
It's a cricket. A big kind of cricket.
Oh my god.
I think he jumped.
Will you film it from...
I wanted to see if he wanted to jump. He didn't get stressed out.
I'm joking.
He was used to this.
Oh, look at how pretty it is. That's the way to the cave he showed us on the map. There was a guy, a tour guide. Yeah, and he said that there are around 530 stairs that you have to go up on until you reach the cave, so let's see. So,
giant crickets is sitting in our way.
So after climbing 517 steps, we have this view. can't really beat it, can you? Do you have to pay the entrance to the cave?
I'll just show that you have.
Unfortunately, my camera did not take good shots in low light, so I will have to skip this part. There is the road to the cave, and right now we are sort of taking a loop trail back to where we parked the car, drinking some water. We really need to in these conditions, and then I saw a lunch restaurant close by, have some lunch and then go to the waterfalls. Once again thinking about, is it worth it coming here? I really do believe so, because it's not like you come here every day. And once in Croatia, I mean, why not? Especially if you're a nature reserve, natural park lover, I really do believe it's worth it, because it's so much beauty in this place. It really is. And paying some money, I mean, it helps the park rangers take care of it in a good way. I mean, you see it really well maintained, and the trails also towards the cave. The cave was really well maintained, had information, and it's really like an open air museum, maybe more open air natural museum, where you can enjoy this beauty, these beautiful views. It is really beautiful. After doing the little loop trail, we are on to see the first waterfall. And here they also check your tickets, so not for the first trail, but just here. Here it is. Where is the water?
The waterfall?
Where is the waterfall?
I can imagine over here.
Where?
There you have like a...
But that's not the waterfall.
Oh, you need to go out on the pier, I think. You can go to the pier.
On the pier? Yeah, that is it. That's true.
So we need to go up there.
Would you swim here?
No.
It's a bit tiny, huh?
Yeah.
I see something. Wow, look how many fishes.
And it's pretty.
Here it is.
We're a bit far away, but it is very pretty.
Yeah, it would have been nicer to be close up.
Yeah, I guess that's why they have this.
Yeah, that's the waterfall.
The small one.
The smaller one, yeah. And it's there you can take a swim.
This is where you would like to go.
Yeah. That's the waterfall. But look, people swim here as well, or you're not allowed to? But the water is super beautiful. Actually, the whole area is super beautiful, and I'm looking forward to have a lunch break.
Finally saw some.
It's really beautiful. Let me look at the waterfall. After stopping and admiring the first waterfall, we were hungry enough to stop by a nearby agro-touristic restaurant called Christian. I can wholeheartedly say that this was my favorite restaurant experience in Croatia. A rustic place hidden in the natural park, having only simple wooden tables and chairs, offered us a perfect lunch. For the first time, I saw people eating at tables, which were placed next to a smaller waterfall, having the flowing water under them. Would you have eaten here, I'm wondering? The lunch consisted of a Croatian mixed cheese and meat platter, with tomatoes, olives, and bread on the side. Everything we ate was homemade, reminding me of the food I ate during my childhood years in the Romanian countryside. I truly recommend you to eat here if you ever pass by Roski's waterfall. We left the car up there and we're on to see the most famous waterfall in the national park of Krka. How do you call it?
You nailed the pronunciation of the accent.
I'm sorry, I don't know how to pronounce it. But this is a main path going from the free parking, to the waterfall or to the main area. So it's about 1 kilometer on this little path. Okay, let's see. So we are here, and I mean, we could take this trail if you want. I think the whole is 3 kilometers. I think it's nice.
No, which one?
No, I mean, from here you go to the right and you just keep right. When starting to walk on the trail leading to Skradinski Buk Waterfall, you will immediately get immersed in the out-of-this-world landscape that the surroundings offer. The beauty of nature has that effect on me, at least. Feeling as if I entered a perfect world where all species coexist in peace and quiet, being one with nature. Within the Krka Park, you can find around 1,186 plant species and subspecies, amphibians, reptiles, fish, and nonetheless bird species who migrate here in spring and autumn, making the park a vital element for their migration and the foremost European ornithological area. And then we came across the famous part of this park, the Skradinski Buk Waterfall. Is it worth visiting Krka National Park? Yes, yes, and yes. I could not recommend you this place enough. You can spend hours just being mesmerized by the whole setting. It makes you live in the present, forgetting about the hectic city life, and bringing you plenty of peace in your heart and soul. For me, it was a fascinating nature experience, worth every single minute spent there. I am now curious to hear about your experience with Krka. And if you haven't been there yet, would you consider it now? Leave me a comment below and see you in my next video. Stay safe.